to call you the bread of all trades. He's a real estate advisor, a website entrepreneur, a specialist, and a bit of a cook to boot. Pretty good. Fast at work here in our Builder Source kitchen. Brett Hills, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's great to have you.
Well, I'm excited to share this dish with you.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be doing a granola-encrusted French toast accompanied by a prosciutto green chili egg cup.
Oh, I love this. I mean, you know, we were actually shortening the name of it, but that's the real tricked out way to say it, right? That's the fun way to say it. It's a lot going on here because French toast is getting some granola, it's getting some fruit, it's getting a little bit of everything.
We are. We're going to,
like that.
as you guys say, trick it out. We're going to start with getting our syrup going. So we're going to put some blueberries in a pan and heat that up.
Okay. Now, did you grease the pan or anything?
Not yet. We're just going to warm those up. Once they start popping a little bit, we'll put some syrup in.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we'll move to the loaf of French toast. Now, the history of French toast.
There's actually a big history of French toast?
It goes back to the 5th century.
Okay.
And the French needed to come up with an idea of what to do with all their stale bread. So they said, let's soak it in some egg and cook it. And that's where we get French toast from.
See, now when your kids want French toast next time, you can quiz them. You give them a little lesson. I like that. I like a little history behind the food.
All right. Now, we're not in the 5th century, and we're not in France. Right. So I suggest going out and getting the freshest loaf possible.
Right.
And I like to get my bread from the House of Bread.
The House of Bread.
Which is at Indian School in Carlisle.
Okay.
And they make a cinnamon-raisin swirl.
If you could smell this right now, you would be going as crazy as I am internally right now. It's right, isn't it amazing?
Yeah, and what's cool about when you get your own loaf, not only is it fresh, but you can decide how thin or thick you want your slices. Some people like it thinner, and other people like it thicker.
What do you like?
I like it about 1 inch.
Okay.
So we're just going to slice it, and you can take a look.
Wow.
How amazing is that?
That's gorgeous. That is a gorgeous bread.
All right. So, let's see, make sure
your butter melting over in this pan.
Butter melting.
I can do that for you.
Okay, next, so then you've got your egg batter.
Okay.
And what's cool about this recipe is it's not about tablespoons or teaspoons. It's about having fun. There's really no science to it. It's more of an art.
Okay.
So
that's what cooking should be.
Yeah, you know, during the week you could put in a little vanilla extract. If it's the weekend, maybe it's Super Bowl Sunday, you could throw in a splash of Bailey's just to give it a little personality.
You know, we talked on St. Patrick's Day. We talked to the guy over in Dublin at the Bailey's factory. Isn't that cool?
Oh, that's cool.
Yes. So yeah, we will highly agree with you on the Bailey's edition.
All right. So then you'll take your bread and you'll soak it. Bread, the less time you need to soak it. If it's an older bread, you want to soak it longer.
Oh, good point. I didn't even know that.
Okay. Then you'll take it, and you've got a granola mixture.
Okay.
And you can just go to your bulk section at your supermarket and get any kind of granola. I usually run it through a coffee grinder.
Really?
To get a nice consistency to it.
Good tip.
Then you take your bread, and typically the bread and the granola get along just fine. Yeah, if you want to stir that up for me.
Wow, how good does this look? This looks incredible.
And then you can see it really sticks to the bread. And then once you have both sides coated, thank you, Nikki.
You want to get both sides? Okay.
Yeah, and then you place that in the pan.
Wow, wow, wow. This I am getting very excited about. This, and you know what's so nice is that I'm generally eating dinner foods in the kitchen when we cook in the morning. It is so nice to actually be making a delicious breakfast for a change. I'm so excited about this.
Well, you guys have to get up at like 5 in the morning.
Right. Well, Kristen actually gets up at 3. I get up at
3?
5. Yeah, she gets up at 3, I think. So
that's when most of us are going to bed.
She's very hungry and excited about this. I know that much. Now, what did you just pour in here? You just did the syrup?
I just put the syrup in.
Okay. So it's like a blueberry syrup.
Yep. We're now going to shift gears.
Okay.
While that's cooking, we're going to work on the prosciutto egg cup.
This is fantastic. I love this. I've never seen this before until I saw you doing this morning.
Well, I never really heard of it before, but I needed to come up with something fancy, and my friend Calder helped me with this.
Great.
Practiced it about 100 times.
Well, I love
prosciutto. So you just take the prosciutto, and prosciutto you could also is just an Italian word for cured ham. So if you've got ham in the house, that'll work just as well. And you just put it into a muffin pan, and you could just put it in loose.
And I would imagine the key to making this just right is to have the right pan, right?
You're right. Have the right pan.
Okay.
And then you just crack the egg.
Do you like to use brown eggs?
Oh yeah, I'm partial to brown eggs.
Okay.
How about you?
I like brown eggs too.
Right.
I always feel like I'm being healthier.
We get along.
Yes, we get along.
All right, and then
we're going to get along even better when I get to taste this food because I'm going to be a very happy girl.
well, hopefully it'll be good.
I know.
Or else you'll never have me back.
No,
so,
I know.
Your favorite cheese, doesn't matter what kind. You can throw that on top. And we are in New Mexico, so
yes.
How can you not make a breakfast without green chili?
You can't. You can't.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I'm not originally from here, and since I've lived here, I've become so addicted that I don't even want to think of my food without green chili anymore. Now I get it. I totally get it.
All right, so you've got your egg cups ready to go. You've got your oven heated to 375. Takes about 13 minutes.
375. Okay.
We're doing good. We need a little more heat there.
Yeah, let's get.
If you want to do that, I'm going to throw these into the oven.
I think I have to turn it up. There we go. We got it on the highest we can get it, so we can get it really warm. This syrup smells amazing. And actually, while you're putting that in the oven, I want to let everybody know that for further information and for prices regarding advertising with 999 Dine, because that is your baby right there, please call 1-866-999 Dine. It's very, very easy to do. We've got a graphic to show you so you can see it right on the screen. You can also send an email to Brett personally, and it's brett@999dine.com. And you mentioned earlier 70% off on some of these coupons?
Up to 70% off.
That's incredible. Who doesn't want that? That's fabulous.
Well, it's a great way to try new restaurants, and it's also great for gift giving.
Yes.
And we have some of the best restaurants in town on the program, like Scalo, Ranchers Club, Bumblebees, Slate Street,
I like
Gold Street. So a lot of great local restaurants, and an easy way to try them.
And you know what I like the fact that you have the opportunity to go to different places, try different things, be able to get a discount. Everything here is so good. I'm yet to find a restaurant that I've been disappointed in, which is really cool.
And we're definitely an eating out town.
Yes. Well, this is the thing. You were saying about gift certificates, which I thought was interesting, is that, you know, gift certificates are very specific. You don't know what to get for people sometimes. But there's nobody who doesn't eat. It's the one thing everybody does, and then they have an option. So I love that. And
no one likes to do dishes 7 nights a week. So.
Right. But I would say this Sunday morning, this might be a good weekend to try this recipe because I think it's a fun family thing to do together. Give everybody a different little chore.
And it's pretty easy, 30 minutes start to finish.
Okay.
I'd say the hardest part is having the right recipes or the right ingredients for the recipe.
Okay.
The bread is really the key. You have to start with a good bread.
Well, this bread looks incredible. Now, how long do you want to keep the blueberries and syrup cooking?
You just want to keep it at a nice simmer.
Okay.
And then when you're done preparing everything, you can just hit the heat real high quickly and get it hot. The great thing about this is I usually cook the whole loaf.
Okay.
And you can actually freeze these.
You can.
And they hold their integrity pretty well, but I'll tell you, if it is late night and you're hungry and there's nothing in the fridge, reheating a piece of this French toast is a savior.
Yes, you'll be really glad that you did it, which I love. Now, you said you wanted to put that in at 375, you said, right? For how long?
For about 12 minutes.
12 minutes. Okay, so does it matter? I mean, well, I guess we'll see when we come back because I want you guys to see exactly how it comes out and how they can prepare that is very simple. And for this, at the end of this, what we're going to do is we're going to top that French toast with that syrup.
We are.
And we're going to eat and be very, very happy campers, aren't we?
I hope so.
I know we will.
I'll be in big trouble.
I have tons of faith in you. And if you want Brett's recipe or any of the recipes we've made here on New Mexico Style, all you need to do is log on to the website at